Hello everybody, True Marvelous here. Welcome to something a little bit different, something a little bit like I used to do many years ago. And it's going to be like an overview of the game, The Fall of Elena Temple. The reason why it's not going to be a full playthrough is because my full playthrough unfortunately corrupted about 5 or 6 levels from the end. My PC decided to turn itself off and it lost all the footage, so that was fun. But this game is so good, I need to bring some attention to it. The game is priced at a very cheap £2.50, and for what you're actually going to get for this, it's an absolute steal. The game's published and developed by Grim Talon, and it released on the 30th of April 2024. So we're just going to jump straight into the game. I'm just going to attempt to play a few levels whilst going over the game with you and what it basically is. The mantra of the game is basically fall, collect, undo, and that's what you do. That's what you do. So, as per the original Adventures of Elena Temple game, it is kind of viewed from a old kind of console computer style. This time, it's like a Game Boy called the Grim Boy. The graphics in this one are obviously not as good, but they are obviously this is a stylistic choice that has been made. And what you get for your money is you get 20 standard rooms and you get 3 bonus rooms. So we're just going to jump into room number 1 just to give you a quick overview of what goes on here. I mean, this is the graphical style throughout of the game, very simplistic, very kind of unbit, I think they describe it as, don't they? Very basic, but there's Elena in the top there. She can jump, and she can also undo moves when she gets an undo crystal. She does also get another gadget called a gas boot, which lets her jump across like one space, which comes into play later on. So you can just move left and right, and you've got to collect all the coins. Now, in this level, we don't have a undo crystal, so the full game mechanic is not in play here, but she has these little witticisms as we're going along through these speech bubbles, which some of them just add a bit of flavour to the story, and some of them are obviously tutorials. So in this level, we just got to fall, and we've got to just manage where we go. So I'm trying to remember how to do this level. So if we fall off here, and there's no fall damage, so you can fall as much as you want. Get a speech bubble there about a magic doorway that warps us up to there. Bit of, it's teleported us up here. Okay. I've done this wrong already. I've done it wrong. Talking and playing is a pretty tricky thing to do. I should have gone down this way. Start off with. But yeah, the game introduces over the course of its 20 rooms different kinds of obstacles for you to avoid. You have your classic spikes, you have snakes, you have spiders introduced, and you have arrows. And it gradually ramps up the difficulty as it goes along through the game's 20 rooms plus 3 bonus rooms. Once you have all the coins, the exit door does open and you exit and go into the next level. Now here's the introduction to the undo crystal. As you can see at the top of the screen there, we have 4 undos, but you've got to get the crystal first. Now to undo, it logs a fall. Well, when you fall, obviously. So look, when you fall off here, look, I get a number 1. That's undo 1. And I get a number 2. I get a number 3. And I get a number 4. Now, that's my 4 undos done for the level. So if I fall down again, it will replace the number 1. But we don't want to do that. We want to walk back by pressing the B button to get as many coins as we can. I think that's all we can get by going that way. So I've walked back right up to the top, and we're going this way. Now, I've got 2, that's 3, that's 4. Where does this take me? That takes me up there. I'm going to walk back up to here. We're going to get these. Fall this way. We can get these. Now, the undo crystal is not constant. It doesn't always give you 4 undos. Sometimes it gives you 5, sometimes it gives you a measly 3, and that is all factored into the very good level design of each of the 20 rooms plus 3 bonus rooms. So we get, how do we get these ones? I think we have to go through the yeah. Now this took me about 3 hours to figure out myself, going through without a guide. I'm sure if you are one who follows guides, then you could knock this game out in as little as probably 30 minutes to an hour, probably. Right, so that's 2, it's 3, it's 4. How do I get down there now? I've completely forgotten. Where's this go? Back up there. I've completely forgotten. Oh, no. I haven't forgotten. Oh, I've messed up now. Anyway, I'm just going to move on to one of the other levels. It doesn't really matter that I haven't completed that one. Now, what the strong point of this game is, forget the graphics. The graphics are great. The graphics is a stylistic choice, and for what the game's trying to portray, it's a great stylistic choice. You know what I mean? Graphics don't have to be all 3D, you know, 3D masterpieces of textured, layered on graphics. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be. It just needs to fit the game, and this fits the game. So we're gonna go into one of the later levels. We'll, I don't know, just pick a level 15 at random. 15 start. Okay, so this level is a bit more busy. You can see. Oh, there's the Das Boot. So what the Das Boot does, I'll demonstrate that to you. You go to a gap, you press your X button, look, and you warp across the gap. You don't unfortunately pick up any coins from doing that, so you still have to. Careful. It does warp past enemies as well, which even just ribs the snake a little bit. And obviously we've got arrow traps there as well, which you have to just time your fall to get. Now we obviously haven't got. We haven't got his crystal at the moment, so we're having to just rely on his Das Boot to get us around places. Another added mechanic to the gameplay is that snakes can be killed by falling on the head, like so. Oh, not like so, because that wasn't. So if we go here, like so. We do also have keys, as you can see there at the top right of the screen, the second ledge, and we do have also crumbling platforms, which can only be stepped on once. As I say, the strong point of the game is the level design. This has been a common theme within Grim Talon's games throughout. He's done, I think, 4 games on Xbox now, starting off with Adventures of Lena Temple. That was more of a platformy game than this. Still excellent. You should definitely check that one out as well. Also worth 2,000 gamer score, as this one is. In fact, all of his games are worth 2,000 gamer score. But yeah, the first Elena Temple was more actiony platformy rather than puzzle platformy, but still definitely worth a check out. And then he did a puzzle game called Long Ago A Puzzle Tale, before doing like an adventure game called Last Days of Lazarus. But throughout those games, one strong point of Grim Talon was his level design or his puzzle design. Always been very good, as I've killed myself here. So we'll just go on to another level just to say this took me 3 hours to go through, and it's been a few days since I recorded the initial footage. So I'm not going to remember how to do these. I'd have to work them all out again. But here we get movable, like conveyor belts, if you want a better word. You only can travel a certain distance. The graphics are all very simple, but they're all very clear of what they do. We haven't got a spider in this level, I don't think, so I can't show you a spider, but spiders basically chase you if you go into the line that the spider is facing, either forward or backwards. They will chase you, and they're probably the most dangerous enemy in the entire game, to be honest with you. What else can I say about it? The music's got a good few musical tracks as you go through the various different parts of the temple. It does ramp up quite a bit. But if you want an enjoyable puzzle game that is going to take you several hours to complete, depending on how fast you can actually get through the puzzles and work them out yourself, £2.50, it's a steal. It's an absolute steal. I personally, if he'd have charged $4.99 for this, would have been saying it's a steal. If he'd have charged $7.99 for it, I'd have been saying it's a steal. If he'd have been charging $9.99 for it, I'd have still been saying it's a steal, because I've played games that I've played games that have charged like $14.99 that have had less content and value than this game. So for £2.50, this is a bite your hand off situation. Seriously, it is that good. And then we get these 3 bonus levels, which I think are probably the 3 best levels in the game. They introduce a few new mechanics, like this one introduces a magnet, and there's one that introduces buttons that press, and then a door shuts behind you, so you're basically cutting off your route. This is not the right way to do this level, by the way. I'm just playing as I'm talking, just to give you something to watch. But the fun is trying to figure them out bit by bit, and you never really get annoyed when you fail or die. I'll probably say the weakest point of the game is when you actually have to time a physical obstacle. The timing can be a little bit tricky to do sometimes, like when you've got to fall down a gap and dodge several arrows falling, and the spiders can be a little bit niggly at times to dodge, because they do move incredibly fast. That's probably the weakest aspects in the game, but you know, again, we're talking £2.50. This is a bargain of a title and a hidden gem, and another great game from Grim Talon, and I look forward to seeing what they do next. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.